Hi guys, thought it would be fun to go through some Mill Hill kits that I have. I know we've done this before, but this is really good for me to revisit them as well so I can decide on some wanna-dos to pull out, maybe kit up. I have some kitted up upstairs that I'll bring down if this video doesn't get too long. Let's go through the big ones first. So the first one, I think I did the crab. My dad did the crab, and I got the lobster to do. So this is a larger Mill Hill kit. This is a lobster called Marine Life Quartet. I think on the back, yeah, I think you can see on the back, they do show some other ones, but they don't show the crab. So there's a jellyfish, a dolphin, and a turtle. These fit in their standard 6x6 frames. I used to be able to get the 6x6 frames unfinished, I think at Joann's. I'm not sure if Michael's carrying them now, but this is great. And if you haven't done one of these before, it tells you the floss color and it tells you to do all the stitching first and then add the beads. They're pretty detailed, but I do enjoy doing them. So there's the lobster. Let's see, what's this one? I think I got this one at a Martin's. This I think is done on fabric. Yep, this one's done on a linen. That's a really cute one. This one's called Coffee with Friends. The title's just underneath here. I have not done a Mill Hill on fabric yet. But again, lots of beads. And it does show you some other ones that it has. Old Friends, Brave Hearts, and Good Dogs. But this would be really cute to put in our little coffee room. Then we get into the Woodland Santa series. I started collecting these and my dad did too. So I think what I have here is a collection of some of his and some of mine. So this is Holly and Ivy Santa. That's a really cute one. This is a perforated paper. Oh, and they also have a Frosty Santa and bell ringer. I have the bell ringer. I might have the Frosty too. This is from 2001. Oh, that's really cute. I don't know exactly how many are in the series. Here's the bell ringer. Now you could frame these just on a, a decorative paper, or more than not, they're made into ornaments. Yeah, I might want to do one of these next. Gotta get my Santa fix. Here's the Frosty Santa. I'm pretty sure this is the one that I've done, and this was an extra kit. I like to do 2 of each of these, one to keep and one to gift, but I'm pretty sure this is the one my dad had started and I finished. Did not get out all my ornaments to show you. This has a tag in it, started by Dad, finished by me, 2021. I have a used pattern for duplicate. So the pattern's in here so I can make another one if I wanted to. I'll show you how I store some of my patterns. I have to get better at storing the patterns. So this is also a Jim Shore. So this was another series that they put out. Christmas Cheer Santa, and it tells you some on the back. Some of the other ones that they have. So this is Santa with a cardinal. Boy, that's really cute. It would be a lot of fun. So this is a different series. That's why this one's red and this one's blue. It'd be a lot of fun to get a couple of these Santas and put them in one frame on a decorative piece of paper. So this is the Halloween kit that I've been wanting to do. Moonlit Kitties. Oh, it's really cute. That's done on a what looks to be a piece of navy perforated paper. They've got Melody, Football Hero, Log Cabin Quilt, Haunted Mansion, and a Wizard. These were 2011. So I guess this was part of their Button and Bead series. I do see that little pumpkin button is in this kit. Boy, that's pretty. Then I've got Sugar Skull. And that is the bead they're referring to. Isn't that cute? Oh, that's a lot of beads. 2 packages of beads. Sometimes these kits have enough beads that I can do 2 of them. I do have a large bead collection. Ah, here's another Halloween. This is Happy Skeleton. This looks like it's done on linen. It is, it's a 28 count linen. Here's another one done on fabric. Out on a Limb. This is called Yellow Bird. This is awfully cute. Oh, that's an Ada. That's a 16 count Ada they supply. Look at those other birds. I wonder if I can still find some of these. It says these are from 2018, but yeah, I like that orange bird and that blue bird. Oh, isn't this sweet? Holiday Delivery. Winter Series. That's a sweet little button. That goes on the mailbox. What other ones do they have? I've seen the Home for Christmas. I really want to get this Winter Woods. That Believe is nice. I really can't make that out. I think that's a picture of a Christmas tree with ornaments. Oh, the danger of going through this bucket is I want to buy more, but I really need to do these, don't I? Luck of the Irish. This would be a good one for me to start now for St. Patty's Day. What great colors in this one. And it's done on a green perforated paper. That's a cute little star. And quite a few other ones in that. Stitch in Time, I think I've seen. That looks like fun though. Ah, Cut Flowers. Isn't this sweet with the mason jars? And it looks like the bee is the little button. I see it in there. Oh, there's the starfish and the sand dollar that goes with the lobster and the crab. Oh, they have a strawberry one. So this is a 2016 series. Oh, this is cute. Nuthatch. Now this has a clay button of a tree. I don't know if I'll include that in this one. This one's done on a, it's like an off-white perforated paper. It just says 14 count perforated or painted paper. It's a cute tree, but I don't know if I'd like it in that stitch. What else have they got? Ginger Friends, Palace Theater. Oh, look at the snowy owl and the polar bears. And the French horn. Oh, I do have Home for the Holidays. Look at that cute little Scotty dog. And there's the Scotty dog button. There's that Winter Woods. It looks like a lot of those white buttons are the actual little dots of snow. Very cute. This one I actually found completed. And I don't know if I'm going to do it or if I'm going to keep this or not, because I really do like this and I really want to do it. I meant to do this for my dad. This was from 2006. They have a toy shop, country church, post office, Victorian house, and a tree farm. Oh, that tree farm would be fun to do. I know there's more in this series. It's Train Depot. Part of the Christmas Village. Here it is. This is a village bakery. I think I got this on like a stash and load. That's why it says no perforated paper. I have since cut a piece to put in here. I wonder if it has the gingerbread button. I don't know if I've actually looked into that. There's another Christmas Village. This is the bookseller. That's going to be fun to do. Can't quite make out what that button is. Ah, books. Home for the Holidays, Barbershop, Tapestry Noel, World Peace, and Santa's Treats. And this is a series from 2012. That's really cute. And then last but not least, this is another one done on linen, but it also has some ribbon stitching on it. So if you look closely at this one, this is a very old mill hill called Treasured Treasures. Window box in bloom, but you see those flowers are actually done with ribbon, which I've never done before. I have to feel brave to do this one. It's awfully cute. It has all the beads. And it has a year of 1996 on it. That's really neat. That's a gorgeous little glass bead, which is in there. All right, let me pause this and get out the small ones. So I keep some of my smaller mill hills in this wooden crate. I have a funny feeling this is not all of them. This is a fun series. Christmas jewels. These are different Christmas ornaments. Diamond holiday. This is really cute. Now these you can make into ornaments or magnets. That's really cute. I can't really make out some of the other ones in here. But these are from 2011. Here's another one. Garnet spiral. It looks like oh no, the paper's in there. Well, it's only one color bead. 2 color beads. That's not going to be too horrible. Oh, this one I did. This one my friend Soupy gave me. This is called Love Coffee. And I've saved the pattern and the actual backboard they gave you for something. Oh no, these are floss drops in here. But I actually did this one. This hangs up in our coffee room. It's awfully cute. I just use a monofilament to hang it. And I finish off the back with some just felt, actual felt that I keep sheets of upstairs and just glue it down, and then I cut it off. And I always make sure to stitch in my initials and the year that I did it. So that's how that looks finished. It's really cute. Another Christmas jewel. This is called Berry. Now, those are some ornaments. I don't have all of these, but when I find them, I'll grab them if the price is right. This is called a jeweled pear. This is from an autumn harvest collection. And this is from 2014. Now this is really cute. Treasured diamond. So it looks like it gives you some specialty beads for the tassel part of it. And there's some metallic floss in there. I don't see oh yeah, there is a fabric in there. And it says it comes with a 28 count fabric. Those are some of the other designs they have. Now I might change this. Instead of reading a year, I might just stitch the word winter. It's awfully cute though. Oh, then we have some really cool, oh, look at all these guys. All these Santas. All kinds of different ones. So it looks like this is from a different kit, or a different series. This is a red packaging. Charming Santa. That's done on perforated paper. It's got some other Santas on there too. This is from 2002. I've done one of these and I really enjoyed doing the beard because it was such fun to put those beads in. So this is a different series. This is Charmed Santa Face series. These were put out in 1999. Oh, I think I should start them. So this is San Nicolo. San Nicolo. Then there's Santa Claus. It looks like I've got this ready with a piece of, well, it looks like it's been cut, that paper. Maybe I have done this one already and I just want to do a second one. Again, I'd have to pull out all of my ornaments to find out. This is Kris Kringle. So they're all slightly different. I guess if you were trying to find them on eBay or something, Mill Hill Santa or Charmed Santa Face, Mill Hill Santa Face. I should look to see if they're there. This is awfully cute. This is made to be a magnet, but this would make a really cute ornament. Holiday Polar Bear. I know I've done Kitty's stocking. These are from 2010. Isn't that sweet? Ollie Elf. He's got dangly little legs. Magnet included, but I would make him an ornament. I do have that tree. And I have the partridge. I don't know if I finished that one fully yet. These are wonderful. Ice skates. From 2009. Oh, look at the penguin. I do have Santa and Rudolph. Yay! I really need to start having a Mill Hill Monday, where Mondays I just work on a Mill Hill. I feel like my working project box for my Mill Hills is in flux right now. I think if I find the right project box, because these don't do well in like a project bag. If I find the right container, maybe I can whip some of these out. Isn't this cool? Gingerman Snow Charmer. I'm not a snowman gal, but love this. Love the different patterns they've put in here. The beads are great. Colors are great. Oh, they have a whole series of snowmen. 2003. Look at all of them. paisley tree. That's so pretty. I have a feeling I've started this. So that would mean I have a working copy. Great bead colors. Here's Jolly. It's a great Santa face. It's done on a red. Wow. $2009. So what else is in this series? I know I've done some of those. Can't quite make them out. Here's another one. Jewels, Sapphire Snow. Boy, that's brilliant. Gorgeous. Did I get this as a thank you? I guess I did. It's a little star Santa. Isn't he cute? Didn't even look like there's much stitching on him, but yeah, look at all the floss. Very cute. He is from 2011. Oh, look at the tag, holiday stamp. Look, it's also a mouse. I've done the candy canes. I can't remember if I've done the moose or not. These are from 2011. Winter Holiday Collection. I would just Google Mill Hill Moose and see what comes up. I know they have a big one right now that I'd like to do. What was the other one? Jolly. I'm like, wait a minute. Jolly Holly. Oh. Holly Jolly. Jolly Holly. So this little brass, it's Holly. Only one color. Oh, I love it. Boy, the wind is roaring right now. There's a little joy tree. No idea what this is. Might have been like a stash and load. I should have done this for Valentine's. And this is called Love. They have Halloween, stitching. I think Soupy did this one. Love gardening, coffee, love notes. The series is from 2013. Really cute. I don't like doing this beaded hanger because I like the monofilament. Then you don't see the hanger and you can hang it in different places. Boy, is that striking. Snow crystals, charmed ornaments. This one's called Ice Crystal. Wow. Ah, bugle beads. Look at those. See, now I want to go hunting to find some more of these. 2012 kit. I don't know, do you guys think it needs that dangly thing? I think it's fine without it. And the last one in this pile is I Love Christmas. Wonder why they put that on such a dark paper. Yeah, it's on black. I do like the little heart. Don't know if you should do the dangly bits at the bottom or not put that heart up in here. It's cute though. This is from 2012, same place. And then also in here I have this tiny little frame. I'm not sure why. It's got glass, but I don't want to open it. It came from Michael's. It can fit some of the smaller Mill Hill kits. This is a very old Mill Hill wreath kit. You can probably see on camera, it's all beads. There is no stitching. It's all beads on perforated paper. I have another one here too. Oh, I think back in the day, maybe when they were doing hand charts, everything was beaded. I don't know when they started incorporating the cross stitches into their actual kits, but it sure did complicate things. I really enjoyed making these. I brought down quite a few to show you. Let me toss these aside. I brought down a little baggie. These are some of the ones I've made. You can see some I put on ribbon, while others I put on monofilament. These are all beaded, no stitching involved. And they're all finished on the back with the same color, except for this one. So this was definitely when I whipped out 3 and finished them together. This might have been one of my first ones, but of course they're not dated because this was so long ago. I have some really great candy canes. Again, don't know why I didn't sign them. You can still find these kits. What I've done is I've saved all of these patterns, and I know the charts actually come with a number of what Mill Hill color this is, so I have the beads and I can just sit down and put together a few if I'm so inclined. And I use a second wreath that is an ornament. That looks like different colored reds. Yep. It looks like I changed out the red. And it's a little jack in the box. And I've got some crescent Santas. That has cross stitch in it. I'm looking pretty closely at it. There is stitched beard. So it looks like a cross stitch a bead, a cross stitch a bead, a cross stitch a bead. So this might be a newer pattern. It adds some different texture to it. Isn't this cute? A little peace dove. I'm trying to get things organized, so I have a little binder with some of the ones that I've already stitched and I'm keeping the patterns for. So this is a butterfly. I did one for my mom and one for me. I have this up at camp right now. Monarch butterfly. It was one of my favorite butterflies to do. The tricky part with this one, I wasn't happy that they put the beads going in one direction and then a different direction on the other wing, because I didn't see it in the chart. It wasn't until after I finished my first one that I realized all of my beads went in... Oh, wait a minute. Am I saying this right? Yeah, they should have been going in different directions. I don't know if that makes sense. I did something wrong with one of them. Now this is a kit from... What year? 2012. And I know I have another butterfly out. And a dragonfly. I think I've started the dragonfly. I have to be careful going through this because I can't show you patterns. But I have this one, so that means I've done that. That one was fun to do with the miniature bells on it. This one is called Kitty's Stocking. And this one is called Jingle Bell Wreath. This one's a newer one. Never thought I'd get 2 wreath charts, but I really liked it. Did a whole bunch of these. That is called just Shamrock. This is a pretty old one, if I remember. $1991. And this one is all beads. This one isn't. Ah, there's the partridge. So I did finish it. Now, Mill Hill beads you can get on 1-2-3 Stitch, but you can also get these specialty beads on 1-2-3 Stitch, and each kit will tell you what the name of that bead is. So you can get a duplicate if you need it. Oh, I did do it. So there is another one. So Aqua Crystal I've done. Dream I've done. Ah, here's my little Santa. This is from 1990. This wreath that I've shown you, that's 1990 as well. This is 1991. 1990. There was my candy cane under my hand. Must have done this one. This is 1990. Must be in my ornaments. There's the little peace dove. He's from 1992. He's simply called Dove, Mill Hill Dove. If you Google some of these by the word Mill Hill Dove, a newer version might pop up. Here's the Toy Soldier, 1990. Here's a cute little rabbit from 91. I think he's all beads. This was from a magazine. And I don't know which one. It might be a Just Cross Stitch, but it is a Mill Hill design. And I have done this for my Halloween tree. So I did cut it out, or copied it and cut it out. This is a little kit from 1991, all beads, and it's called Ghost. These are fun to do. These are a little bit on the bigger side because this is a 3.5 by 2.5 inches. And the candy canes. And you guys remember this? I actually have that out right now. Golden Lattice Heart. One of the trickiest mill hills I've ever done. But I loved it. Mary Moose. So I have done him. Crescent Santa. He's from 1993. So that's why that's probably around when they started adding cross stitch to it instead of just beads. Ah, the charm face. Another different type of shamrock called Lucky Day. And it looks like those are the only patterns that have made it in here. So I have to just keep making sure I put them in these binders. This one's getting a little too chunky because it's not really made for chunky bits. I keep all the floss bits and everything in them. But this is as good as I can do right now. I can get another binder, or I can just put a rubber band around this and hope for the best. But let me show you also upstairs. I have drawers devoted. So this is an actual drawer to a rolling cart that I have. And I have, I think it's 4 or 5 drawers devoted to mill hills. So this is crazy, but this is what some of the stash looks like. I just yanked out a drawer and brought it down. So I've got different kinds of beading needles in here. I've got some very yellowed packages of mill hills. These are ones that have not been put into the system yet, and I'll show you my system. So I buy these in lots if I find them. This is the old system I used to use. Stackables. I found that these were not cooperative if you wanted to change the pattern, put this one on top and whatnot. So I'm phasing out that. Look at this. Here's some patterns that have not made it into that binder. So I've done peace. I need to clean my drawers. This is from 2008. And there's Mary. Got those little jingle balls or jingle bells. Also 2008. And then Noel. Extremely striking when it's done. And these are relatively easy to find and buy in bulk to add to other cross stitches particularly. And this is also 2008. So these have to go in my binder. And you can also get directly from Mill Hill, you can get massive tubes. So I've done that with a few of the beads that I use over and over again. And then I just fill my current way of categorizing. So this is a new system that I've been using the past 10 years. The top comes off. It doesn't click or anything, which is not good. But then you have these individual, rather than towered, individual containers. So you can cut off the number that's on your mill hill or handwrite it. And then just keep refilling it when you need to. It's like this is handwritten. I have, I think 5 containers like this that I work from. This looks like a beading needle, shorter one. When I have time or find that I'm using another color from these towers particularly, that's when I pair it up with what this collection is, and I can dump them into this area. Like, this looks awfully familiar. That's a metallic. This is not a metallic in here. No, that was burgundy. I've got some stragglers here. And then I also have the occasion to pick up mixed seed beads. So Mill Hill uses seed beads, and they also use petite seed beads, which are even smaller. But I'll pick these up for different uses. And then I need to figure out how to fit all this stuff back in here. I have bags and bags of these upstairs because there's numerous drawers like this that I really need to go through. And if I hadn't shown this to you today, I wouldn't have found those patterns. So I'll put that this way. I'll put the needles here. So I hope this encourages you to explore the world of Mill Hill. If you get one that has cross stitch on it, do the cross stitch first. It'll tell you how many strands to use, and do all the stitching first and then add the beads. And you'll be picking up little frames maybe, or look at this little box I found. I've stained this and prepped it. It does have a glass that doesn't come out, so this might just be a flat cross stitch. But for whatever reason, it's being kept in my Mill Hill collection, and I should probably put it in with my cross stitch stuff. Not a very good box. The latch looks like it's about to go. But it's really cute, ready to go, just really dirty. Oh, wanted to do a little PSA too. You notice how horrible dry my hands are and messy. I wanted to remind you, I don't think I've told anybody this in probably 100 videos. This is one of my favorite lotions to use. Gold Bond Diabetics Lotion. I have found out of all the hand lotions I've tried, it's the diabetic one made by Gold Bond that absorbs super quickly into my hands, so it doesn't leave a slimy residue that makes holding a needle difficult. It gets absorbed really quickly. And I actually keep this one next to my stitch chair. I have a giant bottle next to my bed. And then I have a giant bottle in the bathroom. But it's good stuff. If you can find it and get it with a coupon, it's worth it. But within minutes, your hands don't have that slimy feeling. It's really great. And if you're having trouble hydrating in the winter, do what I do. Drink from a fancy wine glass. You can get a lot of water in you by drinking from a wine glass. There's my motherly love. Hope you guys found this fun to go through some of my stash. I'm going to go back upstairs, rummage through my Mill Hill workstation and bring it down next and show you. So this is the next problem. What kind of working storage case do I use for my Mill Hills? So I have several different piles here, which is not good when it comes to my Mill Hill working stations. This, I think, was my first one. which is next to impossible to open. And I kind of figured if I started using it, the latch would get better, which is not the case. But it's a really cool case. So this was great, but it tends to bulge because I have little cases in here to hold things like the needles, some of the extra thread. Maybe if I just clean this one out. These are highlighters when I'm using a working copy, different beading needles. These are probably for the last project that was in here, the Dragonfly. But then I've got some specialty beads. So this was one that was in here, Dragonfly. I think this is similar to the butterfly one, but I haven't fully finished this one yet. Probably because I thought I'd do a second one right away. It's awfully cute. But with so many mill hills in my possession, maybe I should just fully finish this one, keep it, and call it a day. So I'll need to put felt on the back and a hanger. So that's one little workstation, which is just not really working out for me. One, it's hard to open. Two, it's got too much stuff in it right now, and I don't want things getting crushed. Now, a second station. This is something I got at a Goodwill. So it has great little compartments. Oh, look at this, I have more kits. So this is Moonlit Night from the Autumn Harvest collection. And this is a 2018. I have not taken it apart to start it. Had good intentions. And then look at this cutie ceramic tree. This is a fairly new one. 2022. Ah, but wait, there's more. So Cheryl gave me these. Here's a Star Santa. I think I just showed this one. So now I can make up two without worrying about fussing about finding parts. And then she also gave me this really cute little come on, cooperate. Petite purse necklace. Isn't that pretty? I'll probably make it into an ornament. It's got some fancy Nymo thread, which I've never used before. Now this kit, it's called Floral Vine. It's got a cute little birdhouse charm in there too. I don't know what year this is from. 1995! So there's 4 kits in here and nothing else. I don't think this is gonna work. But the latch is much better. It might be good for my smalls. So that's still a possibility. Then we get into the bigger ones. And this is I think it's called a Snapware Stackable. Yeah, Snapware. Sorry for the noise. So I've got my bigger kits in here. I've gone ahead and cut 2 pieces so I can make 2 of these. This is the Ireland Santa from the Celtic Santa collection. But you see how these are much bigger than the small ones. 3 by almost 5 inches. So I've got a working copy. I've got my flosses sorted. I've got my graph. And it tells you how many strands to use. At the bottom, it tells you the beads. You see some are just the name, which is a seed bead, and then some say petite in front of them, which means teeny tiny. And then I've got some of the beads already picked out for this one. But then I've got bells in here, and they don't belong in here. So I don't know how this is gonna, well, this is gonna work. All right, cover your ears. I'll try to edit this out. In the bottom of the stackable, I have what appears to be a couple more that I have good intentions. Woodland Santa bell ringer, which I think this is a duplicate. And then this, none of it Santa. Boy, that's really cute. They haven't been taken apart yet. It does look like I've made some working copies. And I have, oh, there's more kits. I have picked out some of the beads. For which kit, I don't know. And then I've got 2 more kits in here. Part of the Celtic Santa series. So this is Scotland Santa. Look at those boots. And Wales Santa. Really cute. These are from 2015. Maybe I put all of my Celtics in here. I don't really know. So this is still a possibility. But then what I found stacked up are yet more. Holly and Ivy. Cheryl gave me this one. I think this is a duplicate, isn't it? But that's okay. I can make my second one out of it. And then I have this, which I've been dying to start. Midnight Owl. Look at the detail. It's just lovely. So these are made for frames, whereas the other ones are made to be ornaments. 2019. I think, because it says it on the label. I really need to find, it doesn't quite fit in here, the bigger ones, without bending it. Not a fan. Then I have my tacky bill. I think that's what this is called. So you put beads on it and the beads actually stay. See how it's, I can lift it up with my finger. It's that sticky. I actually need this right now for a project I'm working on. I'm working on a Satsuma when I'm getting close to the beads. So this would be handy to have out. And then I have this little guide that I finished recently. I did this, I think, in like 2 days over Christmas. I have another piece of paper out, ready to do another one. And this was one that my sister gave me for Christmas this year, and I just couldn't help myself. Ye Old Santa, it's called. The Winter Holiday Collection. Made to be a magnet. I don't think so. I need to make it an ornament. And this is from 2016. And I know she got this one on 1-2-3 Stitch. So what I've done is I've kept this whole so I can get an idea of what size perforated paper I needed. So now actually when I go to start the next one, I can simply put the paper in And I can start anywhere I want to by simply lining this up. I can start with the top red row of his hat. I can actually come up underneath and find the right hole that lines up with this one. Take this away, and I'll have a good starting point without counting and fiddling and trying to find a center and all that. So maybe I'll keep this one out when I figure out how I'm going to store it all. And it looks like I've picked out the beads that I need. So maybe this is a good start. Or maybe I just keep both of those containers, or all three of those containers, in my massive tote. This is one of these massive totes. Now this is an eagle. I think they were popular in the 90s. I have 3 of these. This one I just found at a thrift store. And the lid comes off. The lid has a ruler on the inside, which is kind of handy. There's a tiny little container that fits in the top, which is also very useful for Mill Hills. And then here's another shelf, which opens up to a bigger bin. So maybe that's what I'll do. So there's my dilemma. And a whole bunch of more kits that I simply forgot where they were, or that they had been added to these piles. These, of course, are the magnetic frames that a lot of folks are using. Not so great with fabric, but fantastic for perforated paper and even perforated plastic because of all the magnets. I got mine on Etsy directly from Wonderland Crafts. And I have 3 different sizes of these. They're really handy. I'm using a bigger one right now for the Satsuma Halloween stitch that I'm doing. It's on perforated paper. So, anywho, that's about it for today. We'll see what I come to the conclusion of. But yeah, storage is always an issue. I need to make it accessible, yet cat-proof, and easy to get in and out of so I can grab it and stitch instead of having to grab it, set everything up, and then stitch. Common problems we all have. Until next time, guys, happy stitching. Thanks for watching. Be safe.